Hey, welcome to Wine Battles. Today we're doing the best of Napa, California, and we're coming at you with the 2019 from Bellevue Vineyards and 2018 from Bellevue Vineyards. James Suckling rated both of these wines 100 points and 98 points. 100 points for the 2019 and 98 points for the 2018. I'm joined here by the lovely Isela, my wonderful niece, and we're doing blind tastings today. So we've already gone through initially and have evaluated and rated these wines, but now we're going to go through it with you together. So we have no clue what we're tasting. We have wine A here and wine B here. So let's go through it together. So what I was getting off of wine A was definitely a much broader range on the meniscus, and Isela picked up on that too. Still a very opaque center, but the range towards the end of the meniscus was a little bit longer, a little bit more of a ruby red towards the edge. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot more color. You can see a lot more color.
What'd you tell me? What's the Spanish
vibrant
term that you used?
I was telling him that this one was more.
It started with the S.
Espresso, and more espresso, and color-wise, like the color was more richer on this one, and this one had more vibrant color versus this one.
There you go. Excellent. On the nose, I get a lot more primary fruits on this first wine A. Getting blackberry, even a little bit of a black cherry, but definitely that kind of signature graphite Napa notes that I love from Napa wines. That earthiness, from that region. BV was founded back in 1900s. It was one of the original founding vineyards up in Napa Valley, and it was one of the ones that was able to survive through Prohibition because they were able to supply wine to the churches for papal uses. So it's been around for a long time, and this is the George de Latour Reserve. So this is the best of their best, and I got to tell you, it is just fantastic. What are you getting off the notes on the nose?
I got a little bit of strawberry.
Okay.
A little bit of strawberry, black cherry.
I can see that.
A little bit more on the fruitier side, smell-wise.
Yeah, definitely.
Taste-wise, different.
Yeah.
But smell-wise, is a little bit more sweeter, fruity.
Yeah, on the aromatics, definitely a lot of primary fruits. And on this wine A, oh my God, just chewy tannins, silky complexity, so well integrated. The oak influence, well, vanilla notes, the mocha notes, but then you've got the graphite, the blackberry, the black cherry. It just all kind of hits in layers, This is fantastic. As we were doing our analysis, I was telling Isela, I was like, I kind of have my mind made up because there's no way that this can't be the 100-point wine for A. Just how silky and well integrated the tannins, the acidity, everything that comes forward. The finish is just so long and drawn out. It's amazing.
It's very chewy. To me, it reminds me very earthy.
Yeah.
Very earthy, very graphite, dark and chewy. Very chewy. Yeah.
It definitely speaks to the heart of Napa. Now, not to discount wine B. Wine B is fantastic in its own right. And if it is the 2018.
Look-wise, I thought number 2 was going to be the 100 point. Look-wise.
Right.
Look-wise, I thought that one. But taste-wise, I think definitely number one.
Is A, yeah. Wine B definitely is a little bit lighter when it comes to how it spectrums out on the meniscus. A little bit more close down on the nose, so it definitely acts like it's a younger wine. Yeah, no, I totally agree. That might have influenced her because I was talking my talk, but no, definitely.
This one smelled more mature smell-wise to me, like the fruit was more ripe than the first one. The first one smelled younger to me. That's why smell-wise and look-wise, I thought this one was the 100 point. Because to me, it's the fruits smell more ripe.
Well, you go with what you think.
But taste-wise, this one goes for the taste.
Yeah, no, and I think that's where my head is going to.
Because it had me fooled if I would have gone just by looks and smell. This one.
Yeah, no doubt. Wine B is quality, but the tannins aren't as integrated. A little bit more acidity. In this one, the tannins are a little bit stronger. They're not as well integrated. The finish isn't as sublime as the first one.
Very light and young.
Yeah.
It tastes young.
Yeah, no. And just even looking at these two, I can see even just in the color. It just seems like this one's older, which doesn't make much sense because the 2019 is a younger wine and it's the 100 point from Suckling. But either way, wine A for me, regardless of what he rated it, wine A is I would rate 100 points, hands down. Even with wine B, it's fantastic. I rated it 98, 99 points. I went one step higher. I tend to rate it a little bit higher. But yeah, that's how I think it is.
It's very good. They're both very good. Personally, taste-wise, I do like number 8 better because it's more flavorful, more... this one's good for somebody who doesn't like something so intense.
There you go.
It's light. It's very good. It's lighter on the flavors, a lot more smoother. This one's very intense.
So for somebody like us who doesn't drink wine all the time, they would be like, oh, these are exactly the same. But yeah, if you're a connoisseur and you know what you're trying to like look for, wine A is, you can tell there's a difference. It's definitely it's a notch higher. So that's why I'm saying this one's the 100 point. This is the 2019. This is the 2018.
I agree.
You think the same?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, let's do the reveal. All right. So we're back for the reveal. Isel and I were just talking about how we didn't think that there's going to be so much of a difference in the wine. That it was going to be a lot closer. But for us, like, there was a pretty big difference between wine A and wine B. So
taste-wise, it's totally different.
Totally different, yeah. So let's go for the reveal. Let's see, we got wine A here. And wine A is the 2018. And wine B is the 2019. So we are both completely fooled. Either that or we're rating it way different than James Suckling. But for us, the 2018 was way better than the 2019.
Maybe he just has a different palate preference.
Maybe, or maybe it was because it really kind of fell along the vintage line. 2018 being older vintage, 2019 being a younger wine. To be honest, I think that's kind of like what I was tasting, and I think that's what you were tasting too, was that it was an older wine. It was a little bit more well integrated because of the age, and I think our palates possibly might be better than James Suckling. But either way, it was a good experiment to try to take a look at what we think Evaluation wise, what is better, and based on vintages, it kind of makes sense that the one that's a little bit older was a little bit more mature, a little bit more well integrated, just based on time. So, cheers to the better wine.
I like this one too.
So this has been another wine battle. BV 2018 has taken it, and we'll catch up to you next time. And as always,
Drink happy.